What's going on, guys? Irish Wealth here. Welcome back to the channel. So I thought I'd do a little portfolio update video for you guys. It's been a while since I've touched in. So it's been a pretty turbulent couple of weeks. I'm sure you felt it too if you've been invested in the markets. A lot of sort of uncertainty regarding inflation fears in the US and things like that. So the markets have been fairly choppy, especially if you're invested in growth stocks like me and tech stocks. They've taken a bit of a hammering. We actually saw our first ever red few days in the portfolio, down about €30, but we've recovered nicely since then and we're back up just under 8% or around €220, which is great to see. So let's take a look at what stocks I've bought in the last couple of weeks and how my positions have been performing also. So let's get straight into the video, and if you're new around here, please do hit that subscribe button and give the like a smash as well, as it really helps the channel out. First on the list is NEO. Now, NEO have been gaining a little bit of momentum as of late. They are still suffering because of the global chip shortage, but they have been gaining momentum. If you see the weekly chart and the monthly chart, things are looking a lot more positive and they've rebounded very nicely. But it's not one of my highest conviction plays. So, I was kind of waiting for the price to drop down a little bit lower, and I wasn't too kind of convinced on buying more shares, so I sort of missed the boat on that a little bit, but again, not too concerned. And if it dips down lower in the next sort of few weeks and months, I will probably bring it up to about 5 shares, maybe even 10 shares, we'll see. But I just felt like there was greater opportunities out there to deploy my capital, so I kind of sat on the sidelines perhaps a little bit too long about this, but I'm sure there'll be more opportunities in the future anyway. Now, next up, we've got Palantir. Now, Palantir is where I've been putting most of my capital the last few weeks during the dip, and annoyingly enough, it's after rebounding quite quickly. I kind of wish it stayed down at lower prices a little bit longer so I could scoop up a few more shares. But happy with the way I played it. I was able to lower my cost basis down very nicely. So I have an average cost basis of just under $23 or €19, which I was very happy with. And I'm very happy with 30 shares now. If it dips down below $20, I'll probably scoop up some more shares, but I'm kind of happy with what I have now, as I do believe this position over the next sort of 5 years is going to make me a very, very healthy return. It's just going to take a lot of patience. A lot of people were dumping this stock over the last sort of few months, getting frustrated with stunted growth. But this is a company that you need to be in it for the long run. You need to be in it for the next sort of 5 years to really realize the actual gains on this, as they're a company that are, sacrificing a lot up front in order to totally dominate the market that they're in going forward. So definitely one for the future here, and the prices that I've bought in at now will seem very, very cheap in the next 5 years. So the next stock up is Square. Now, Square has been pretty kind of choppy over the last sort of few weeks and months, so anytime it's gone down around the $200 mark, I've been buying just a really small amount here and there. I'm just being very patient with Square, as I'm trying to calculate my entry point, and as it's very volatile, there are always opportunities to get in there. So I just felt like there were better places to allocate my capital. But if it goes to $200 or under again, I will be picking up a little bit more. So the next stock on the list is Tattooed Chef, and we're up a very nice 19.35% on this with 7.2 shares. Now, the recent run-up in price is due to a little bit of market manipulation, as it was discovered that a lot of the shares in Tattooed Chef were actually shorted. So there's a little bit of a short squeeze going on at the minute, which explains the kind of recent explosion in price. So I'm actually kind of hoping that when this all sort of blows over, that the price kind of dips a little bit more, as I am hoping to kind of get up to around the 10 share mark with regard to Tattooed Chef. So, if the price continues to run up, great, and if it drops back down, then I'll just add to my position. So it's a win-win situation, really. But this is another stock that I plan on holding for the next sort of 5 to 10 years. So, the short-term volatility doesn't really mean anything to me. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out in the next sort of couple of years. And next up is Tesla, where we still just have the one share, and I will be looking to add to this position in the next sort of couple of weeks, as provided it does kind of stay down around the $600 mark, as I just feel like there's far too much upside potential with this company going forward. So at these sort of prices, it's just an absolute bargain in my opinion. So I will be looking to add to my position there and try and lower my cost basis as much as I can, as my current cost basis is sitting around $633. So the closer I can get that to $600 would be great. And then just quickly, in terms of my ETFs, they've been plugging away, making myself a really nice return, with the Vanguard S&P 500 again still being the top performer in the portfolio, up €184 or just under 19%. So again, these are funds that I'm just consistently adding to over time, regardless of the price, just dollar cost averaging my way in. So very happy with the performance of those, and they've been really keeping my portfolio going throughout this kind of market correction and poor market conditions, so to speak. So that's the update, guys. So current portfolio value sitting at around €3,000, and we're up about just under 8% or €220. So I'd be really interested to see how your guys' portfolios are performing down in the comments. So please do let me know down there. And if you hold any sort of similar stocks to me, or if you have a completely different strategy and how it's been working for you over the last sort of few months, as the markets have been fairly choppy. So let me know down in the comments anyway, and thanks a million for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.